June was a really good month for my trading strategy, and I came out with an overall return of 6.3% for the month. So I'm pretty happy with that performance. I didn't take a huge amount of trades, so I had 8 trades in total. There was 8 winners and 3 losers, which gave me a win rate of 62.5%. That is more than my usual win rate, so that kind of explains why the return for this month was so good. But I'm not going to complain about that. I risk about 1.5% per trade, so that's why my average loss was sitting around there. And then my average win was about 2.1%, which gave me a reward to risk ratio of 1.5 times to 1, which is kind of what I target in my trades. So all in all, a really good month. And these are all of the trades that I took. This was the first one, and it was actually the 1st of June. I got a trading signal on the very first day of the month. So the way I trade is just a simple opening range breakout. It's a really popular strategy, and I've been using it for a while, testing out different variations. I trade this on the S&P 500 index through Oanda, so it's their CFD equivalent of that index. And I'm on a 15-minute time frame with the time zone set to New York. And then I look for the market open candle, which is the 9:30 candle. So at the bottom, you can see the timestamp. It's Monday, 1st of June, 9:30. And so that's the candle that I'm interested in. If I move this box out of the way, you can see it a little bit better. So once that green candle closes, I just mark the high and the low. And those two values, they give me the opening range. But instead of using those two lines, I just draw this box. So if I put that back, that box is just drawn from the high and the low of that green candle. And that's basically it. I then just wait for a breakout outside of that range. So then here you can see I got this green candle that gave me a big breakout outside of the range. That's my entry signal. So then I immediately open a trade. I put my stop loss at the bottom of that range, and then I aim for a 1.5 to 1 take profit ratio. So if I select this trade, you can see that reward to risk ratio is set to 1.5 times. And on this trade, actually, it was a loser because that's my take profit level. And if I zoom out, well, I think it was a loser. Let me zoom out a bit, drag this across. Yeah, so it took a few days, but it eventually hit for a stop loss. And in that time, I actually had another trade on the subsequent day. So I do have trades rolling over on top of each other sometimes. In fact, you can see a trade exited here, but that was one that opened in May. So that was already rolling over from May into June. So anyway, that was the first trade, and that unfortunately was a losing trade. Then we go into the next day, the 2nd of June, and while that first trade was going, I then got another entry here. And this one was way cleaner. So I got my breakout, I get in here, stop loss as usual at the bottom of the range. And then within 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, so that's 4 15-minute candles, that's 1 hour. Within 1 hour, that trade was closed for a profit. So that was pretty good. Even though I had 1 loss and 1 win, my winners are bigger than my losers. So between the two of them, I'm still coming out ahead from the 2 trades. So then I skip ahead to the 4th of June and I get another entry. This one actually a little bit weird because the breakout was absolutely tiny. It's actually here. So this candle technically counts as a breakout because it closed at or just slightly above my opening range. So then I got my entry right away, and this one was pretty good. It had a couple of little pullbacks, but ultimately went on to take profit and actually carried on a little bit further, but I always just caught it 1.5 times. And then there was nothing for quite a while. So this is jumping forward to the 15th of June. I didn't get any trades in between the 4th and the 15th. But finally here, I got another breakout on this candle. So I got in on the open of the red one. Stop loss was never really threatened. And it was just green candle after green candle all the way to my take profit over here. It's worth mentioning that I don't actually trade any of this myself. I've developed a trading bot in Python, which basically does all of the trading for me. It runs on a cloud 24/7 and it's constantly scanning, constantly looking for trade signals, and it automatically executes trades for me. If you want to learn how to build your own Python bots and you want to get into algo trading, then I have a tutorial on how to build a more simple version of this trading bot. But it gives you a starting point and the structure for how you can build out your own strategies into a trading bot in Python. But back to my trades. So then 15th of June was another winner. But of course, the winning streak had to come to an end. So on the 17th of June, I had this losing trade here. And this one was pretty bad. The range was actually kind of small anyway, but it was big enough that it passed my filters. So I took the trade, or my trading bot took the trade. The breakout again was almost non-existent, and as soon as I got in, it went immediately down and took me out. So that actually happened all within the span of one 15-minute candle. And after that, again, there was nothing for about a week. So then we come to the 24th of June and another losing trade. The breakout was pretty clean, and actually the first candle after my entry was pretty solid. So this one was looking really good, but then it just completely got stuck in this up and down motion here and turned around, went against me, and I got stopped out. So that was 2 losing trades in a row, which was a bit disappointing. Then on the 26th of June, I had this monster of a trade. So we started off with a decent size opening range, maybe a little bit on the big side, but again, it passed my filters. So that means that the trade was okay to take. Strong breakout, I got in here and then immediately it moved really strongly in my direction. So it was looking good. And actually it came so close to my take profit up here, but then turned around, went all the way back, came just as close to my stop loss. So this was quite unpleasant, seeing a trade come all the way back, giving all that profit back. But then fortunately it bounced back up again, carried on the other way, and I got a take profit finally over here. Unfortunately though, this trade happened on a Friday and the exit was a Monday. So that means that I held this trade over the weekend, and as a result I had to pay financing, which eats into the profitability of these trades a little bit. So that was a bit of a challenging trade, but this is specifically why I use a trading bot, because it takes all the emotion out of this. I actually didn't know any of this had happened until I checked the trade later on after work. But I know that if I had been watching the charts at the time, I would have been sweating pretty hard when the trade came back down towards my stop loss down here. And then we come to the last trade of the month, the 30th of June, which was actually quite similar to the trade before. I had a strong breakout, got in, everything was looking really good, and actually this came way closer to my take profit, but then turned around and went the other way. So this followed a very similar pattern to the previous trade. And the trade started on a Tuesday, so it carried on for another day and then eventually got stopped out. Well, actually, no, it didn't get stopped out. Eventually hit its take profit on Wednesday, 1st of July. So that was quite a nice way to round off the month with another decent winning trade. I know that I did get lucky with a couple of these trades, but by trading so systematically with the trading bot, it just means that every trade is executed in the exact same way as the previous. So earlier I gave a quick overview of the trading rules that I use for this strategy, but I do also have a PDF document that basically explains the entire setup, explains the initial configuration, shows exactly what to look for in each of the setups. I also have additional filters and rules that I didn't go into, such as the size of the opening range, the trade direction, the cutoff time for when I'm not taking any further trades. And there's also a few trade examples to show real life scenarios of this trade setup playing out. And this is available over on my GitHub. So if you become one of my sponsors over on GitHub, then you get access to the things that I mentioned and you support my channel so I can continue developing these strategies. Thanks for watching.